This time it's going to be from the Chief Executive Officer of TM1. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Engineer Technologies Azizi A. Hadi.
Thank you, Adrian. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Dan selamat pagi semua. Happy to see all of you here. I understand that some of you travel all the way from East Malaysia, Sabah, Sarawak, and Penang, and so on. And thanks Imri for officiating the event. And thank you also for being our great supporter in getting this thing done. What I'm going to do this morning, my team actually prepared me 4 pages of speech. So I was going through the speech last night, and I decided to discard the speech. So what I'm going to do actually to share with you the journey that we have gone through. I think this is more sharing with you all how we have transformed, because the theme for today's event is transformation through intelligence. So there are a lot of intelligence that we have gathered, we have built, and we have used the last couple of years actually to transform ourselves. When I first took over in 2017, I was given a list of challenges by, at that time, our Deputy Group CEO. And I started looking into it. And there are a couple of things with regards to people, business, and other things. But when I look at the list, there are a couple of things that I really paid attention. One is about customer and meeting the needs of customer. The second one is about our own people. Because I personally believe in transformation journey, you need to address the people first. And since we are a service provider, we need to look into the customer needs. All this while, at TM1, or used to be managed account, was known as managed account at one time, we were aligned, we were structured according to the generic way. We have TM Enterprise and TM Government, serving 2 different customer segments. But if you want to be focused, if you want to really work with customers, and we really want to understand the customer needs, I personally believe that we need to realign the team to be able to work closely, understand the customer, understand the market, understand the needs, and address the needs. So that's what we've been doing the last 2 years. So hence, at the end of 2017, we started realigning after the consolidation of the various units and subsidiaries under TM1. We started to realign ourselves according to industry verticals. We started with 12 verticals, and I went to the board. The board said, hey, you have too many verticals to look into. Said, give me about a year. I need this to be very granular, because I want to understand their needs. I want my people to work with customers, to understand their needs. So we started with 12. After a year, I went back to the board. I told the board, yeah, we understood the market, the customer, the needs. We're down to 7 verticals. And today, I would like to introduce the key people that managing the verticals, because each of these verticals has its own ecosystem to support customers. It starts with our vertical director, industry expert that we hire from industry solution consultant that can produce solution and design solution for customer, and pool of solution consultant that we can gather to address customers' needs and so on. Let me first introduce our vertical leaders. Let me start with Salman. Is Salman around? Salman, come. Ini betul. Salman is our vertical director for oil and gas. So orang minyak. He actually worked in Petronas.
Yeah, used to be.
Yeah. And he understands about customers. He understands about the industry. And you don't have to talk. Don't steal my show.
No, no.
Shut up and stand there. So he looks into all the oil and gas needs. The second one is actually Helmi. Helmi looks after health vertical. Where's Helmi? He's not a doctor. Yeah, here you go. Where's your stethoscope? Yeah. And the third one is Wan Azman. Wan Azman looks after all the education needs from K-12, higher education, and so on. So this is Wan Azman. He's not a teacher. The next one is Zamri. Zamri looks after the real estate, after the local council, and working on all these smart building, smart city solution, and so on. The next one is Nazri MB. Nazri looks after the public sector. If you are from ministry, from agencies, government agencies, state government, local council also you can talk to Nazri. Unfortunately, we don't have two guys here because Gaddafi, who's looking after banking and financial institution, is actually taking customer to visit our data center to bring in business for TM. So he's away in Sabajaya visiting our data center. But if you are from BFSI, Gaddafi is the guy. The next one is actually Faisal. And he's also somewhere in the Gunung doing a workshop with customer for contract extension. So Faisal actually looking into all the defense, security, and all the, APM and other things. I also would like to introduce No Azam. So we do have key accounts, but they don't fall under the key vertical. So No Azam looks into the other key accounts that do not fall under the 7 verticals. And the last one is actually Halim, the handsome guy. Halim's look into the commercial requirement, the commercial accounts, especially the retail, if you are from retail business. So Halim is the right person to talk to. So thank you everyone. So no more excuse, they all know you already. So if you have anything to discuss, inquire today, look for them in this hall. They are all here. So that is the first part on the organization. And I also look into the other challenges. Connectivity. Connectivity has been our core business for years. But connectivities are becoming or have become commodities. If we don't look beyond connectivity, I believe the organization will become irrelevant in the next 3 to 5 years. So we need to look at new opportunities. We have to look at new requirements. We have to work with customer. That's the other challenge that I have. Not meeting customer needs. And I also have problem with my product development process. I was with my chairman this morning. He said, you guys take a very long time to roll out product. So this is my biggest challenge. And we were using standard gated process for our product development. But in digital world, that doesn't work. You have to transform, you have to change. So we move from gated process into using what we call MVP. What is MVP? MVP is minimum viable product. What you do, you come up with a concept, you get the minimum viable product ready, You find friendly customer, you work with them, get them to provide you with feedback. You will go probably 2 or 3 iterations, and we are ready to go to market. What you've seen here in this hall, actually, things that have gone through the new process. And we do not, we mentioned about 10T today, but the work doesn't stop here. Work will continue. There will be a lot more. I can guarantee you, I can assure you. But if you have requirements, talk to our people, talk to the expert at the booth, talk to the vertical directors just now, who will address your need. And another thing that we are changing, that is the whole of product concept. We used to launch product, takes long time, requires a lot of capex. Then we launch, then we wait. We have to work very hard. We have to push to customer and so on. But in this case, we understand customer needs. We came back and we use the technologies that Imri mentioned just now, the IoT, the AI, the big data, and so on. We integrate all this technology, we come up with solution. But what's important in all this solution is the platform. If you are able to create platform, I just want to share with you one example. Later you can have a look. The smart traffic light solution. We are using the existing traffic light. Some old traffic light we have to replace. We work with the local council and so on to ensure that it's compatible. We will install just camera and sensor. And then we use our communication link, in this case, wireless. We enable NB-IoT, or narrowband IoT, in our 4G network. We bring back all this data to our platform. The platform actually consists of data lake. It has machine learning. It has artificial intelligence. And we monitor this at our IOC. We have big IOC in Menara Damansara to manage all the solution. And we are changing a few things. First, we are changing the business model. We used to do CapEx model, but with all this platform that we have created, we now can offer OpEx model. Traditionally, you go to MPSJ. If MPSJ wants to create smart traffic light solution, it's going to cost MPSJ probably 5 to 10 million. But today, we can tell MPSJ, you can start with 1 traffic light, or 100 traffic lights, or even cover the whole traffic light in MPSJ, and we charge you, i.e., I'm not sure what is the price, but don't quote me. We can charge you, for example, 150 ringgit per month per traffic light. We do the management, we do the tech refresh, we do the technology upgrade, and so on. We manage the whole traffic light at TM. That is the business model that we are doing today. First, we're changing from CapEx to OpEx. Second, if you look at the smart home solution outside, in enterprise and public sector, the traditional business model is B2B. But now, we are actually going to B2B2C. We have to do this. Otherwise, we'll be left behind. So these are changes that we have made. These are transformation that we have gone through the last slightly over 2 years to make us relevant, to work with customer closely, addressing customer needs, either to improve their business operation, to improve their profit, or to come up with new things. So, these are things that we are doing. But as I said earlier, two important elements in the journey. The first one is our people. The second one is our customer. The people, I mean, we need to reskill the people. We need to change the mindset. Otherwise, it will be tough for anyone actually to go through transformation journey. And interestingly, I mean, Imri shared with some of us this article. It's about Korean Telecom. It's not about Telecom Malaysia. It's about Korean Telecom. Korean Telecom to be known to be the most innovative operator in the world because they are the first one actually who roll out 5G, 4G even last time, because they believe that they need to be the leader. So they told us they spent 30 million, for example, to launch 4G last time, even though 4G wasn't mature. So, I mean, they don't mind spending, claim the space, and, I mean, do it. When I read through the document, I mean, anybody who's interested in this article, I mean, it's a public information, public, I mean, anyone actually should have access to this article. But if you want to read this article, let me know. I mean, I can WhatsApp you, I can pass this to our team members so you can read. Korean Telecom actually has gone through a similar journey. They started with 25 verticals. After 5 years, they're down to 15 verticals. And recently, they decided to focus only on 5 verticals. And they were doing it in 10 years. And we try to do this in 2 years. So I believe it can be done as long as the people are with us. So, once again, I mean, seeing is believing. I mean, you have listened. I think you should go through the journey of the hall here. I mean, it started with home. Then when you leave your home, there's street light, there's traffic light, there's a building in the office, there's water management, there's aquaculture solution, industry solution that we've done. I mean, yesterday we had someone from UMW talking about managing their generators. There are 4,000 plus generators belong to UMW nationwide. How do we centrally manage these generators? So we are using this technology. We're coming up with a solution for them. And inshallah, we'll be signing contract after this event. I will put pressure on UMW. Anyone from UMW here? No. They just left. Okay, I'm not going to dwell anymore about this. But what we wish to do at TM1 is to become your enabler for your digital transformation. And we are ready to do this with all of the technologies that we have, with the people that we have, with the organization that we have, and we'll continue to work with you all. With that, wabillahi taufiq, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Engineer Technologies Azizi, for a very good insight.